Hey everyone, doing an update on my campaign song for Eldridge. So I had a bit of a surprise happen recently. I was talking to a very sweet lady that I've known my whole life, otherwise known as my grandmother, and she asked me how things were going. She asked me what I've been up to, so I mentioned this campaign to her and why I was doing it, and she immediately asked if she could pay for the whole thing. I told her no. that was just as appreciative I am as that gesture. I just could not accept that. It was way too much to ask of anyone. And we talked back and forth, and she kept on pushing to pay for the whole thing, and I was just like, no, I just can't let you do that. So she ended up saying, well, why don't I do this? Why don't I pay for half? And I was like, no, that's still way too much money. And it just seemed like the more I said no, the more offended she got. And on top of that, she made this plea to me. She's like, yeah, I wasn't able to do much for your mother, before she passed away. When she went to the hospital, there's not really much I could do at all. I really want to do something for my daughter, your mother, so please let me do this for my daughter. How do you argue with that? So my grandmother made a really generous donation, and I accepted. So we are very, very close to the $1,500 mark. We're actually just over $1,000. So playing with you guys, we are really close to making this happen, and we got about a couple weeks left. So anything you guys can do, even if it's just sharing this video on your Facebook page, letting people that you know in your circle, your social circle, that would be greatly appreciated on my part. We're so close. So but yeah, now I'm also here because keeping my end of the deal here, which is giving you guys more music and stuff that my mom liked. And the song that I'm about to do today is actually the story's kind of funny about this song. I'm not necessarily sure if it was one of my mom's favorites per se, but the story is kind of funny. It's Last Kiss, and I'm going to be doing the Pearl Jam version. But the funny thing about it is that when Pearl Jam came out with the song, my sister, my mom, and I were all driving together, and that song came on, and it hadn't been out for very, very long, and my mom was singing along to the song, and my sister was like, well, how do you know this song? Like, this just came out. And my mom was like, this is a really, really old song, and this was out when I was a teenager. So kind of just took my sister back. But my mom's always been really super cool with modern music and old school music as well, so that's kind of where I get my eclectic taste. So yeah, I'm gonna do Last Kiss, the Pearl Jam version, and I hope you guys like it. And yeah, please, I'll put the link to the Indiegogo site again in the description below. And yeah, please guys, share and donate whatever you can, even if it's just your time and placing it on your social media. Again, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Oh where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I've got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. We were out on a date, and my daddy's car. We hadn't driven very far. There in the road, straight ahead, a car had stalled, the engine was dead. I couldn't stop, so I swerved to the right. I'll never forget the sound at night, the screaming tires, the busting glass, the painful scream that I heard last. Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I've got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. When I woke up, the rain was pouring down. There were people standing all around. Something wrong going through my eyes, but somehow I found my baby that night. I lifted her and she looked at me and said, hold me darling just a little while. I held her close, I kissed her our last kiss. I found the love that I knew I had missed. Well, now she's gone, even though I hold her tight. I lost my love, my life that night. Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I've got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. Thank you.